We're live.
Facebook Live with Katie Frates.
Hey guys, what's up?
It's now a little after 8 o'clock. We generally start taping at about 8:10, so I was glad to get you before the show. But this is your first time on the show.
It is. It is. I'm a red-eye virgin.
Have you ever seen Red Eye?
Yes, actually.
You've
So
seen-
Tim Young,
Yes.
my friend, has come on a few times,
Yes.
and he always forces me to watch his because he's like, make sure I did all right.
Yeah, that's good. And you worked, tell us your history. You worked where? At Daily Caller? Are you still at Daily Caller?
Yeah, so I work actually, technically it's the Daily Caller News Foundation, but it's a really long name, so I just say Daily Caller. I'm an editor there and a producer, and I spend my days yelling at people.
I'll sit up so you don't have to cheat back, you know, since the camera's
No,
up
it's
there.
great. Yeah, and I just started doing Fox a little bit ago, and thanks for having me up. It's exciting. I don't get up to New York much.
So you live in D.C., and I mean, what's your beat? What do you do all the time? Like, you think of Daily Caller, I just think of these people on the web who are like just
Right.
slaving away
Yeah.
in a dark basement on their computer. But you
With
get out,
Cheeto dust on the sides of our chair.
exactly. But do you get out there? I've seen you. You know, you did some videos. You were out in the
Right.
streets and stuff like that.
Yeah, so yeah, I had done that with Tim Young. We went out to the Women's March in D.C. the day after the inauguration.
And you're a woman.
Yeah, well, they were pretty salty with us. We asked this group of women, we were playing a game called Armpit Hair or No Armpit Hair.
Yeah.
And we had to guess, you know, if they had shaved or not. And
Yeah.
they gave us the nastiest looks. They were just like, how dare you be a woman and say that? And then they didn't play our game.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, I yell at my reporters all day and I drink beer on Facebook Live.
Wow, that's amazing.
It's a rough life I live.
But you're bossing people around.
Yeah. So I have about, we have about 22, 23 reporters, the DCNF side, which is the nonprofit. And I work with them on their stories every day, getting stuff up, figuring out what they're going to write, their beats and everything. And it's a lot of fun. Occasionally I write myself when I get the itch, but that's on a whim.
Now, so there's help me out with this. Your thing is the what foundation? The Daily Caller News Foundation?
So the Daily Caller, and then you just tack on News Foundation.
Okay, but that's a nonprofit.
Yes, so it's a sister company to the Daily Caller.
Yeah.
And-
Is it money laundering or something? Is that like why do you have a why would you have a nonprofit?
Delete this. No, it's so what we wanted to do was we wanted to be able to create an entity where we could do deep dive, long form stories that were investigative that didn't rely on the pay-per-click style advertising, so that we didn't have to rely on it. There's no incentive to not do it like that
Right.
if it is pay-per-click. So
You'd be costing them money.
Right. So the nonprofit actually also does a 2-year fellowship where we bring in brand new reporters and we train them for 2 years and then we send them out to wreak havoc on the world. So it's also an educative nonprofit, which is pretty awesome. We've got some people that have gone to the Hill and other places, and it's kind of, you know, my baby is leaving me.
Yeah.
But it's great. So you got to teach the reporters, and we get to do investigative stuff that breaks a lot of news that we may not otherwise be viable in a format like a for-profit.
Right. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
So now you're kind of like, you know, you're doing TV. I mean, is your heart in print journalism, and you know, you just kind of like fell into TV, or what? You know, what's the deal?
So people kept being like, well, you should, you know, you're loud and you like to say what's on your mind, so you should, you know, do TV. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. And I ended up actually starting doing Facebook Lives a bunch and just getting used to a camera being in front of my face. And then actually Chris Bedford, who is my boss, the editor-in-chief of the News Foundation, stuck me on Fox, on Cavuto on Fox Business. And he was so nice to me because I like blacked out in the middle of this. I was so nervous. I have zero recollection of my first hit. And he sent me this cute little handwritten note after saying, thanks for having me on.
Well, he's great. And he's
He is great.
He's a
great.
powerhouse too.
Yeah.
But you were you in DC then?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's nerve-wracking.
So I was sitting in that little box screen room, and you're all alone, and it's freezing. You've got these giant bright lights looking at you.
Yeah.
And
Can you see him?
No.
You can't see him.
No,
That's
so I didn't. So it was my first time, and they didn't want the screen on because they didn't want me looking off screen at myself.
Right.
And it's, you know, when you are about to pass out and your peripherals start to die.
Yeah.
And I was like, the adrenaline kicked in like 2 minutes too late,
Right.
and my peripherals died, and I was like, oh my god, just keep talking, like just keep. And at the end of it, I hear Elise, and she goes, oh my god, you did so great. And I'm like. Great, because I'm gonna barf now.
Yeah.
It was all right.
But did you look back at it? Did you tape it?
Yeah, so I put them up on YouTube so my family can see them because they're all West Coast and they miss a lot of this stuff. So I put them up so that they can, you know, grandma can go see me on Fox and get all excited.
But what do you think when you see yourself? Are you?
It's weird because I don't like how I sound, and it's weird to see myself. My right eyebrow goes crazy when I talk, and I'm like, when I watch myself, I'm like,
Are you kidding?
Well,
I'm like, God,
that's
stop.
it's
Calm down.
expressive. I mean, mine does too. I'm always, you know, I always give a little eyebrow.
I know, but it's only this one, and it like goes crazy. And I don't know how to just like simmer down.
I think you have to get used to, like you said, your voice. You hear your voice, whatever. I could never stand it when I first started because I was.
But you have a nice voice.
Well, it didn't sound nice to me, and so that
Right.
you have a nice voice as well. So when
But
you
it sounds, when I hear it, I'm like,
when you hear it on TV, I don't know what it, but you'll get used to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then after years of doing voiceovers and doing commercials, finally I get used to it. Now when I see myself on TV, I sound like me. So it's
Right.
you know.
Well, hopefully I'll have the chance to get to that point. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
Hashtag blessed.
That's what people don't
I
understand. Is
hate
that
that.
when you no. We're all blessed, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
But when you do hits on these shows, like Bob Woodward is on
Right.
O'Reilly right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
okay? You don't see, you know, we can see them because we have TV screens everywhere.
Right.
So we're in the newsroom, we see our people, but the people on remote, usually they're in some local studio,
Yeah.
and they just have the earpiece in.
Yeah.
So you're hearing the person talk to you, and then sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. You have to answer, you got to fill your time. It's very nerve-wracking, and
Totally.
people
Well,
don't
I
have
was
fun
on.
with
So
it.
I was on with Charles Payne earlier, and that was the first
he's
time I
great.
did it in studio with him. So I walked up and I was like, "It's nice to meet you in 3D. Like you're a real human being and you're here with me."
Keep talking.
But yeah, it was actually funny. My second ever Fox Business, I wasn't told that I was on a panel, so I had no idea that I was supposed to listen for the commentator to tell, like, hey, Katie, talk now. So I interrupted every guest because I thought that I was the only one on this panel. The second time I went on Fox Business, no one told me.
Yeah.
So I was talking over all the other panelists, and the host kept being like, Katie, hold on. I was like, oh, crap, am I on with other people? And after the fact, the bookers were like, oh, whoops, sorry, you didn't know. But, oh well.
Live and learn, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go do a show. First time on the panel. 3 dudes you don't know, right? Did
I'm
you
ready.
meet them?
I'm ready.
And, you know, we got a lot of subjects. We're talking about, of course, Trump, right? First story, Trump. Samuel Jackson.
Women being stupid.
Trolls, a very, you know, entertaining subject.
Hating Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady, yeah. You don't hate, you hate Tom Brady, too?
I'm a Seahawks fan.
Oh, God. What did we get? I'm the only Patriots fan around here. Andy hates him, and he gets to do the tease at the beginning, so we usually open the show with an anti-Brady tweet. It's horrible.
So just come in with a sucker punch, and I'll lead up, you know, with an
Okay.
uppercut.
All right, good. Katie, we'll see you on TV tonight.
Stay tuned, guys.